Hi everyone, welcome to episode 16 of MotorServe UK TV, which is now also our podcast available on Spotify and all other platforms. Today I'm excited to introduce the one and only Akhmed Yakoob, who we're very lucky to have on today. Akhmed is a standout solicitor practicing criminal law from his firm Maurice Andrews Solicitors in Birmingham, and has gained a huge following on social media, which has led him down a path of politics as a former mayoral electorate for the West Midlands mayor and also an independent MP candidate for Ladywood, giving the Labour Party and other candidates a strong run for their money. Ahmed's social media reels have become very famous for his real-life lessons and insight into the legal judicial system, and his closing catchphrases are known by many and punctuate Ahmed's unique profile and personality. You may have heard some of them, including "There is a defence for every offence," and "Remember that," being two examples. Ahmed describes himself not as a magician, but a legal tactician, and he has had a very successful legal career to date. Ahmed studied law at Wolverhampton University and went on to complete his LPC at Birmingham University, then entered legal profession as a criminal defence solicitor, and he's now a partner at Maurice Andrews Solicitors, which he has helped grow massively as a firm and has really put them on the map, with Ahmed covering a lot of high profile and national cases during his career. Ahmed is certainly a very interesting guest for us today and will provide a lot of insights and tips and advice for all viewers. So let's get started. Please welcome Ahmed to MotorServe UK. Salam, bro.
Walaikum assalam.
Thanks so much for coming down today.
Thank you very much for having me, my brother.
I know you're really busy, so it's been a lot of effort for you to kind of make the time for us, so I really appreciate it.
I apologise for being late because I'm normally not late. I hate being late and I hate people who turn up late.
No problem at all. We know what the traffic's like, and we know you've had a busy few days, so...
Yeah, mad few days.
So, for the kind of benefit of the viewers, I've obviously run an intro. Is there anything that I missed out, anything that you want to add to that, or did I get it quite spot on?
I think you oversold me, man.
No, never.
I don't deserve that sort of intro.
No, not a problem at all. Your LinkedIn and all your profiles are well written, so you helped me out a lot on that.
Thank you.
So let's start from the beginning then. So you entered, obviously, went through school, college, uni. What made you go to law?
Law was an experience that happened when I was young. I had just left school. Yeah. One of my close mates, he still is my very close mate, one of my best mates. Yeah. He's like a brother to me. He got arrested and convicted for attempted murder.
Wow. And
I thought to myself, if his case had been dealt with a bit better than his legal team did, then he wouldn't have to serve what he served. He spent 9 years in custody in the end. So that's when I put my mind to it. I said, I need to do something, try to help people who are in these positions. Yeah. That was one motivation. And the second one was, during that period, someone else that I knew, well, I didn't know the person who had a case, but I knew a family member. So I went along with them to the lawyer's office for some moral support. And the lawyer mentioned fees to them, how much they would charge. And the family were just, okay, no problem. And I thought to myself, if that guy, no disrespect to that guy, but if that guy can take that much money out of these guys in so little time, I can do much better than that. So I had sort of two motivations at the same time. Yeah. Alhamdulillah, and I never looked back.
Did you feel at the time that the community was underserved by like legal professionals?
Definitely. I mean, I'm pretty new in the profession. You can call me new. I've been in the profession for about 10 years. But back in the days, if you go back 20 years, 30 years, there were no Muslim lawyers. There were hardly any Muslim lawyers. And it was a white-dominated industry. And now It's not. There are a lot of South Asian people, Muslim people, people of colour that are in the legal profession, and more are coming through now. Alhamdulillah, I know myself, I've inspired a few people to go into law.
Yeah.
So, yeah, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, there are certainly a lot more Asian
Asian
based lawyers now, like all over the place. I think everyone knows quite a few. So
yeah, there's everywhere now. So it's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
So in your kind of your upbringing and your background, are you from like a business family?
I'm from a business family. My father was a milkman. He had a quite successful business, milk business, where he used to supply houses with milk and also businesses, shops with milk. My father was a very hard worker, so he used to wake up 2 a.m., 3 a.m., go to work. By the time he's back, it would be 12, 1 p.m. And then we would be at school, me and my siblings at that time.
Yeah.
By the time we've come back, my dad's left again for work.
Yeah.
And then he'll start the cycle again. So my dad worked very hard, and we saw him work hard when we were growing up. So he instilled that in us, me and my siblings, basically.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Fantastic. So with your, how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I've got 4 brothers and 4 sisters.
Wow, mashallah, big family.
Big family.
Yeah,
Big family,
yeah. So lots of birthday parties, lots of functions.
Parties, and some celebrate them, some don't. Yeah. When you get to a certain age, a birthday is not a celebration, to be fair. You want to forget it?
I agree.
So, a big family, alhamdulillah. I'm the second youngest
out
of the bunch.
Yeah.
I've got 1 younger sister, and then the rest are all older than me.
Fantastic. Are your siblings in business? Any other lawyers in the family?
2 of my brothers are lawyers, qualified lawyers, solicitors. One of them practices. One of them did practice for a bit, but I don't think he likes it. He does care homes. Probably more money in there, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Brilliant. So you come from quite a entrepreneurial family.
Yeah. My father, when he came into this country in the United Kingdom, he came. They were sending people here back them days, I think, because of the dam or for working. So workers, they needed labourers, didn't they?
Yeah.
The UK. So my father came over. My grandfather brought him over. When they came back home, they were very, very poor, very poor. So they came. They worked hard. They made something of themselves.
Yeah.
And alhamdulillah, they put us in a position now that we can, teach that to our kids. We can be an inspiration to others as well. So alhamdulillah, our fathers worked very, very hard. My dad used to tell me stories about how he never had food sometimes for days.
Yeah.
One story he used to tell me, which I can never forget in my lifetime, is that once it was Eid, and they never used to have new clothes back in them days, so they used to wash the clothes.
Yeah, wash and iron them basically.
Wash and iron, basically. That's all they used to do.
Rehash.
And I think they used to do with coal back in the day, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something was mentioned, I don't know, but yeah. So they would wash the clothes, so they put the clothes out now to wash, and a gush of wind took them clothes.
Oh man.
So my dad went out to get the clothes. There were no clothes there. So he had no clothes to wear on Eid day.
Oh my God.
He had to wear a pair of shorts, whatever he had to wear. So that story still sticks with me to this day.
Yeah.
So when my kids ask for certain things and they go on like, all of that, I have to remind them, and I try to remind every kid I meet that, look, it's not about what you got now. You have to remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put you here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can take it all away from you as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, my dad is a great man. My dad's a legend.
Yeah. To be honest, I've heard about him, so he's a very hard-working man and well respected.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
And see why, understand why.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's my dad. In terms of, yeah, he just kept telling us, work hard, you'll get there. Just believe in God. Anything you want, you'll get it. Just pray, work hard, you'll get everything you want. And he was right.
Yeah.
He was right. He was right.
And he led you through. So your father's inspiration. So you went through normal route, really. Didn't you? Secondary school, college, university.
Well, I went to secondary school, Perry Beatty Secondary School in Great Bar. I was excluded from that, expelled permanently in year 10.
Really?
I went back for my GCSEs.
Yeah.
I managed to pass them with minimal studying, alhamdulillah. Then I went to Matthew Bolton College, the old one in Highgate, the two towers.
Yeah.
I went there for a year. I didn't do very well. I went to the new building, the one in town now, and I went there. I did a business course. Once I've done that, I went to university. Me getting into university was a favour as well.
Yeah.
A guy named Stuart Williams did a favour for me, and he allowed me to get into uni.
Yeah. Was that onto law?
Into law, so my grades went up to scratch to get into a degree.
He gave you a shot?
My A level. So he gave me a shot. How that happened is, I went to enroll into university. They turned me away first. So then I spoke to someone, and they said, go back and speak to this teacher and tell them I've sent you.
Yeah.
So they say it's about who you know, innit? So I spoke to this teacher, and the teacher said, Stuart Williams, the guy's name is, God bless him. And he said, I'm willing to give you, I wanted to get onto the foundation degree now because my grades weren't good at all to get to
straight in.
the actual degree.
Yeah.
So he said, okay, I'll give you an exam.
Yeah.
And we'll see how you get on with that exam, and we'll take it from there. If you do good, then I'll put you on the foundation degree. I said, no problem, when's the exam? I'll come back. He said, no, the exam's now. I said, okay, no problem. He gave me the exam. Alhamdulillah, I did the exam. He came back after 30 to 45 minutes. The exam was R and penny. The case was, sorry, R and R. It's about R and R. The case was marital rape, if I'm not mistaken. So check this later. R-V-R. It's spelled R-V-R, but it's pronounced R and R.
Yeah.
So it was regarding that, and I had to give my opinion on something to do with marital rape. Law is a lot about opinion, you see. What my opinion is, what your opinion is. What matters the most is what the jury's opinion is in trials. So I did that exam. He came back, took the paper with him, he marked it. After he marked it, he came back and he said, Mr. Yakoob, unfortunately, I can't put you on the foundation degree. I said, why? He said, because you've done so well that I'll feel bad for putting you on the foundation degree. I thought to myself, alhamdulillah, how did I manage that? Then he said, I'm going to put you on the proper degree, but you can't let me down.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did let him down for the first year. So he tracked me down and he said, what are you doing? Fix up. First year doesn't count towards your grades, does it? My intention was just to get through uni, to be fair, so I wasn't really bothered about my grades in university, but to all the children, try to get your best grades possible so you can fulfill your ability, what Allah's given you. So I then completed my university. I got a 2-2 degree. I was happy with that. I was the first. Did my legal practice course at College of Law. It's now called the University of Law. Passed that, and then haven't looked back since then. I've worked somewhere for a bit for someone. Then got into Maurice Andrews Solicitors, where I work now. And that as well, alhamdulillah, that's what I say, when you manifest something, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives it to you. So when I was working at my old law firm as a trainee, I used to go to this building, the very building that I'm at now, and I used to think to myself, it's a lovely building this is. The Victorian, nice building, and I thought it'd be nice to work in a place like this one day. And fast forward to that thought 4 or 5 years on, I own that building and I own that law firm.
Fantastic.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
So I walked into Maurice Andrews as a young kid, and I said to Maurice, I need a job. Maurice said, I'm winding down my firm. I don't need anybody to work for me. And I said, look, I'm not looking for money, Maurice. I've just qualified as a solicitor. I need to learn. I didn't learn much at my old place. I had a lot of problems there. I don't want to go into that because that guy's a brother of mine as well. I don't want to, what they say is, bring up the past.
Yeah.
So I didn't learn much. So I said to Maurice, I'm here to learn. I can earn later, don't worry. So I got into a little bit of a consultancy agreement with Maurice, where he wouldn't pay me anything, but if I bring any cases in, he would give me something out of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So the first time Maurice, and I said to him, I'll help you out, I'll go to court for you, I'll do what you like. I went in one morning and he said, you need to go to court, Mr. Yakoob. I said, no problem. When do I have to go to court? He said, now. I said, what is it? He said, it's a trial. I've never been to court before. I don't know what a trial is. I haven't learned what a trial is. The only thing I learned about it is just, a bit of reading in the legal practice course. I've gone to court, I do that trial, and I do very well in that trial. I get an acquittal in that trial. And before I walk into the trial, I had to ask another lawyer, and God bless her, very good sister. She told me how a trial works, and this is what I have to do.
Learning on the job then, yeah.
On the job, literally. So I went in, did that trial, I won. And then I started winning a few more trials after that. Then I thought to myself, I really like this. I was getting that coffee.
Yeah.
And that was, we're talking in 2014, 15, where I'm now. And then I started having talks with Maurice. I said, Maurice, do you want to sell your business to me? It was a winding down firm, not very busy at the time, but Maurice had a good reputation, so I knew you can't buy reputation. Anyway, I made an offer to Maurice. Maurice said yes, but after 10 months of negotiation, from January 2016 all the way up to October 2016, we were negotiating. Finally, by September 2016, finally we struck a deal, alhamdulillah. Me and Maurice shook hands on a deal, and kid you not, brother, Allah's my witness, I shook hands with Maurice and I walked out of the office. I did not have a single penny to my name while shaking hands with Maurice, but what I did have is a phone book full of good contacts. So I started phoning people straight away. I managed to get the deposit together within a couple of hours from that meeting, alhamdulillah. And then I started trading. So once I started trading, I started making money. I paid Maurice off, and we've never looked back. The first year I billed almost 1000% of what Maurice used to bill. Wow. First year.
Yeah.
So it was mad. It went from double figures to, it took it 4 or 5 figures now. So alhamdulillah, we did well, and now we've come to a position that we are one of the most recognized firms in the whole country. And coming from Birmingham, it's good because when people talk about law, they talk about Akhmed Yakoob and they talk about Birmingham, and it's nice to have your city spoken about for the good reasons.
Is Maurice still with you now?
Maurice is still not with me, but he's, in terms of work, he's not with me, but he's with me.
Yeah.
So Maurice can walk into my office and sit on my desk. He's got the authority to do that. Maurice can walk into my office and order any one of my staffs to do anything for him. Maurice can walk into my office and say to my staff members, can I have the business card? I need to use it. Mr. Yakoob will be okay with it. So Maurice got full authority, and Maurice likes it. Came in that day. I made a little video with him.
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah, that's it. So.
And he really likes me.
Because you know what it is, a lot of people make up. You know yourself. A lot of people make up old-sounding English law firm names.
Yes.
And you've actually got. You
exactly.
Into the building and you've got the guy, Maurice.
I've got the guy, and a lot of people thought that I did that.
Yeah, and just made it up. So it's not a made-up name.
Maurice Andrews is actually
Maurice
a person.
Exists, yeah.
His full name is, if Maurice watches this, I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong, Pheaton Fitz Maurice George Andrews.
Awesome.
That's his real
good
name.
Yeah.
It's not a double barrel, it's a quadruple barrel name.
Yeah. Awesome. So you shortened it to Maurice Andrews.
No, he shortened it. The famous called Maurice Andrews.
He did himself.
Yeah.
Right, so
his actual name is Fitz Maurice. We don't like to call him that though.
But his mates call him Maurice, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to call him Fitz Maurice when I see him next time.
That's really good. So yeah, that's
but he likes me
fantastic.
though.
Yeah.
Maurice, and I've got a lot of love for him.
Yeah.
And we were speaking that day, and I said, look, Maurice, I told you, I'm not going to let you down. Your name is going to ring bells all over the UK and all over the world one day, don't worry.
Yeah.
And he is, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, that's it. So, like, on that point, so when you took over the Maurice Andrews, obviously it's quite traditional, quite a small brow firm at the time, so you've walked in, modernised it, taken it forward, leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
But obviously you've done a lot. When did you first appear on social media, would you say? Was it around COVID time or was it
Yes.
just after? It's COVID.
During COVID time, it was lockdown, everyone was on social media, clowning around and getting views. I thought to myself, no, I need to start educating people instead. And I did, alhamdulillah. My first videos were not legal videos, they were motivational videos. Just talking about Islam, talking about religion, talking about motivation, what people should do, youngsters should do, or whatnot. And I started off like that. Then I thought to myself, you know, I actually know about law, so I should talk about that too. So I made my first law video and it got sort of viral. Then I just carried on. Alhamdulillah, I never looked back. And then one thing is social media. It's an excellent way of marketing, alhamdulillah. And then the people that come and use our services through social media, they get treated properly, they get a 10 out of 10 service and they get good results. They tell 10 other people. Yeah. Word of mouth is a lot more powerful than people think. So before social media, my work was coming through word of mouth and my connections, alhamdulillah. And I was busy then as well.
Yeah.
I was busy then. Social media has taken my practice from a good practice to a great practice in terms of generating work numbers. So alhamdulillah, can't complain. So I started in COVID, social media, yeah.
So on the social media front, so you started that on your own to start with?
Yeah, just on my own, with me and my phone. It's always been me and a phone.
What's the machine behind it now? Because obviously you are churning out some serious content, so...
Bilal sitting over there, he's my assistant. He's a good kid, a young lad, 21-year-old. Me and him, we ran both my election campaigns. He's been my campaign manager throughout. A lot of people at the time, when I was about to contest for election, experienced politicians were coming up to me. They were saying, you need a proper campaign manager. You don't need a little kid. I said, no, I need someone who can follow instructions. I know what to do. All I need is someone to manage my diary, and that's it. And that's what he does anyway. So he doesn't need to do anything extra. Like, well, you guys don't know how to do certain things. Some things you don't need to learn. You know, you just know them. Campaigning, what you need to do, you need to go to people and convince them to get votes. What better person to convince someone than a lawyer? So I knew what to do, alhamdulillah. So I started, Bilal's been with me for about 2 years now. About 2 years. I started social media on my own first, and I was just making videos and uploading them myself, not even editing them. Then after a certain period, I got editors in. It got a bit too much for me, and then I started getting the editors in. And we started new ideas and new ways of making videos, and it worked. And then now, basically, it's just me and Bilal again. We've got editors, we've got external editors who we use now and again, but it's just making a video on the phone and just uploading it. And he uses CapCut as well.
Yeah, that's fantastic. It's inspiring. Yeah, because if you can do it, technically anyone can do it. But obviously they don't know how. Not as good.
Anyone can do it.
Yeah, fantastic. So with the social media machine kind of taking off for you, how's that affected, like, within the legal profession? When you walk into court now, do you think that affects your opponents? Do you think it affects a judge? Do you think it affects a jury? In a positive way or a negative way? In
a positive way, yes, because you'll be recognised and your peers know you, and everyone in the courtroom will know you. If they don't know you, then they're living under some kind of rock. Negative way is that, of course, my phrase is there's a defence for every offence, and if the jury see me, they may think that, okay, this guy, people say, I don't do that, but people say that this guy makes up defences and does all sorts and tries to get criminals off. So the jury might think, okay, this guy has probably done it, but his lawyer's trying to help him get off. It's not like that, but the jury may think that. So those are the advantages and disadvantages. But then I can go into a courtroom and some of the jury members could be, fans. Yeah. And they could think that, okay, this guy's lawyer is good. he must be not guilty. So you don't know.
Yeah. On that point, one of your best phrases, or one of your most favourite phrases, and it's your company mantra as well, isn't it? It's on the website. There's a defence for every offence.
There's a defence for every offence.
Is there a line of a case that you wouldn't cover or wouldn't defend, do you think?
When I say there's a defence for every offence, I mean that defence for every alleged offence, of course. And an offence is an offence only until you are convicted. So you can't be guilty of something before you are convicted. And in terms of drawing the line, yes, I do draw the line on a lot of cases as well. I've drawn the line when members of EDL tried to contact me to try and represent them, and they were being accused of being racist to a Pakistani male. I've drawn the line when I had to go through a lot of images to do with child sex cases. I don't like them. I know everyone is entitled to a fair trial and whatnot, but I don't want, me or my team, I don't want to have to swift through material to do with that. So we do draw the line.
Yeah.
Even though everyone is entitled to a fair trial, doesn't mean they have to be represented by me to have a fair trial. They can go to someone else and have a fair trial.
And maybe not as good.
Of course not.
So now you've been doing law for 10 years, probably 12, 13 years with your training. When you look around, when you meet people, do you think the grass is greener in any other career? Do you have any regrets?
I would not change this career for anything, brother. Anything.
You're made for it.
I'm made for it.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. And then you know what it is? It's the best.
Yeah.
When you hear those two words, not guilty, I can't replace that feeling.
That's your buzz.
That's the buzz.
Yeah, that's what drives you.
And that keeps you going.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
And if you get it one day, not guilty, then the next 2-3 days you're going to be out of your bed like a spring and get to it.
Yeah. Looking for the next case.
Yeah.
Next case. So with the way everything's gone on the social media front, you've obviously had a lot of high profile cases, and one in particular, which obviously a lot of people know you for nationally, because obviously you've been in Birmingham, you mentioned Birmingham, but you have hit the national headlines when you represented the brothers from the Manchester airport case. Unfortunately, obviously they changed representation halfway through, or about a third of the way through. Do you think you could have gotten a better outcome?
I don't want to make assumptions or anything like that, but definitely I will be better than the lawyer that they have currently.
Yeah.
And the reason I had to back off from that case, because it's unfair on the boys as well, because what was happening was the mainstream media were making it all about Akhmed Yakoob. We clipped this, me and Bilal actually. We said, let's go on, I don't know, it's one of the days, isn't it? I said, let's go on all the news sites and see how much time they mentioned me. And we made a video out of it, but we didn't post it though. Akhmed Yakoob. And I thought to myself, this is about the police brutality in Manchester airport. It's not about Akhmed Yakoob. I'm not contesting an election or anything. This is not meant to be about me. But they made it all about me. So I had to back off from that one. And I think the boys are now in court. They've been charged with the offence. They've gone to Crown Court. I don't know what the pleas are. I have not spoken to the family recently. When they got charged, the family did get in touch with me. Of course, I had to tell them I can't do anything about it.
Too late.
They probably thought that they won't get charged.
Yeah.
First. I always knew at the back of my head that, look, when you do something like that, likelihood is you will be charged. But I did say, and I still maintain that the police officers should have been charged as well. Okay, there's been an investigation and independent, the police commission, the police complaints office, they carried out an investigation and they found no wrongdoing. So, I mean, I had the issue highlighted all over. It was a national issue. It was an international issue. And I highlighted it. That's why it became an international issue. A lot of these things are brushed under the carpet. Police brutality, sexual assault in police cells. I've seen cases of those as well. Not a lot of people know about them. Not a lot of people talk about them. I made it a national issue.
Yeah.
And that's what the mainstream media did not like.
You definitely put a spotlight on it. And everyone in Birmingham found out about it because
Exactly.
it was on the news, but then it was just accelerated in the media.
Kept going. So, yeah, it is.
But it was very much highlighting the police issue.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it had to be done.
Yeah.
It had to be done. So I did my bit. I did my bit there. I made it a national issue.
Yeah. So from obviously your legal work's going really well. You got a really good firm. You got notoriety in the industry. You got everything kind of going for you. Why into politics?
Because I always feel that God has put me on this earth to help other people.
Yeah.
People who can't benefit me in any way, shape or form in return. And law is good, yes, I'm helping people, but I'm doing it as a job and it's financially,
Rewarding.
Beneficial for me. I've always wanted to go out my way and help people, and I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to put me in a position of influence so I can benefit other people. I got into politics originally because of our useless politicians who stayed silent when a genocide was happening. And it's not that if they said yes for a ceasefire, Israel would have said yes, Netanyahu would have said yes, we're ceasing fire now, it's all over. No, but your constituents who voted for you, who put you in power, at least they'll be happy. Because what politicians don't understand, well, they do understand it, but they don't like to believe it. They've been put into power by us, the voters, the people who vote for them, not the leader of their party. The leader of their party can only give them a ticket to stand for election. He can't get them the votes. The votes come from the public. So if you're not going to listen to your voters, then one of those voters is going to stand up one day and say, listen, I'm going to challenge you now. And that's what happened.
Yeah, with landslide, switch from Conservative to Labour.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as you mentioned before, you ran your own electoral campaigns for both.
My own.
Yeah, wow.
I ran my election campaign for both. I had Bilal as my campaign manager for both elections. Mayoral elections, we come 3 weeks campaigning. We got 70,000 votes.
Yeah, wow.
Richard Parker, who's the current mayor, who won't be the mayor come 2028, inshallah. He was predicted to win by over 100,000 votes. He won by 1,500.
Yeah.
Look at that difference. 100,000 to 50. So, and they were sweating till the last minute. I seen it on their faces. They were sweating, going all red, thinking they lost the election because of one kid. Well, I can't say kid. One guy who had nothing to do with politics, and he just come in and caused a political earthquake. Alhamdulillah. That was 3 weeks campaigning. Then straight after that, I think a week after that, they called a snap election for July. Yeah. So I had no time to rest. I had a Pakistan ticket booked. I was going to go for a nice break and then come back and start preparing for the election. They called a snap election. Again, then we had to get the troops together, but it wasn't just my election then. It was most of Birmingham, the elections were everywhere at one time, but we were focused on Birmingham, the inner city areas. We had to make sure we secure good, credible candidates who are actually going to put up a fight against Labour in their constituencies, and we managed to do it.
Yeah.
We got good candidates, and we managed to put up the fight that no one's ever seen before. Nothing like this has ever happened in UK political history. I don't know about any other country. No independent candidate has ever got 70,000 votes in an election before this. So alhamdulillah, we're doing very well, and it's just a start, isn't it? It's just a start.
Yeah. You did that in 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
Yeah. So next time when you actually planned for it?
We've already started, guys.
Yeah.
We started, the campaigns have started. Community work has always been active. That's never going to stop.
Yeah.
And I think if there was a snap election call now, I'll be the new mayor or the new MP for Ladywood, inshallah.
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 So you're definitely going to stand? It's something that you really want to do?
I have to do it.
Yeah.
I don't have a
So you
choice.
see it as a duty?
Yeah, I see it as a duty.
Wow.
I see it as a duty.
Yeah.
I feel like God has put me in a position to do something like this, so I can save the people of Birmingham how they deserve to be saved. Why is it that Birmingham is totally neglected? Why are the inner city areas full of rubbish? Why are the rats roaming around the streets? Why are there potholes? Some of them are so big. They're like fish ponds.
Yeah.
Why is it like that? And why are the residents here getting used to living like that? It's like a norm to them now. Why should it be like that? Why isn't it like that in Solihull? Why isn't it like that in Sutton Coldfield? Why are the inner city areas suffering? You call an ambulance in Sutton Coldfield, they'll be there within 10 minutes. You call one in Alamrock or Aston, you ain't seeing one for 45 minutes. You call the police in Aldridge, they'll be there within 5-6 minutes. I've tried it. You call them in Aston or Alamrock, they ain't coming for half an hour, 45 minutes. Why are these inner city areas neglected? Why? So that's why I feel like it's my duty to do something now.
What would you do? So obviously, you know, if you'd won the MP seat, you have to obviously become an MP. That would most definitely mean a pay downgrade for you. And you then
Definitely a pay downgrade.
Changing your whole lifestyle.
Changing my whole lifestyle, definitely a pay downgrade, because I actually said it that I would give my salary to charity as well, because I wasn't doing this for a salary or lining my own pockets. The politicians now in the House of Commons, most of them, they're doing this to pay their bills, to pay their mortgages. If they lose their seats, they probably have to sign on the next day. Alhamdulillah, I've lost an election. I ran an election, lost the election. I'm still doing my thing. Alhamdulillah, I'm still influential. I'm still financially stable. Still doing my thing with the help of Allah.
Is that so? With the campaign, you did it in 3 weeks. Your face was everywhere in the inner Birmingham area. Yeah, there's still posters up, still billboards up now on the sides of houses and on the side of the road.
People don't want to take them off.
I've seen them. Yeah, that's it. They're put on so high that people are just like, we're not climbing up there again.
So you have to cause disruption in order to be noticed. In order to get noticed, you have to disrupt people, not in a bad way, but people need to say, oh, who's that? Like you just said it. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? So my main aim was to be in everyone's faces, which I did.
And how did you because obviously that level of cost, that level of expense so fast, did you get a lot of backers, like backing you, supporting you?
I had local businesses backing me. I had friends and family backing me. I had my own money backing me as well.
Yeah.
And what people don't understand is me making a video on social media and uploading it and that getting 1 million views. I've not paid a single penny for that. People don't understand that, and you can't buy that. The Labour Party tried their best to get onto social media. They paid millions to clippers, editors. They tried their best. They can't do it like me. Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given me that sort of character, that charisma, that character, and I can, I resonate with people. I can relate to people. They don't have that. They have egos. Most of them are ignorant, and they think too much of themselves. And they learned their politics in books, and they are qualified and book smart. I am street smart as well as book smart. So it's a very tough competition for them.
Yeah. A lot of your, at the time obviously, is very, very topical because, it's still going on now. Inshallah the ceasefire will last. But that was only announced on, for this Sunday that's just gone. But a lot of your manifesto, a lot of your publicity was around the Palestine issue, rightfully so. But now, inshallah, now that's over, for your next, what's this all going to be about?
Well, I've always been an advocate to say stop the war and feed the poor. What I mean by that is don't send money and aid to other countries when you have child poverty in your own country. Focus on feeding the children here at home. Focus on fixing the roads. Focus on fixing the rat infestation in the inner city areas of Birmingham. Focus on the fly tipping. That's my motto. I just don't want them to send money to everyone and anyone. And that's one thing that I would stop. And that's one thing I will campaign for all my life if I have to. I'm an anti-war person.
Yeah. So you want to deal with local issues right now, right here?
Yeah, that's what I want to happen,
Yeah. No, fantastic. So...
And to be fair, I did say that, and I've been saying that since my elections. But obviously, the mainstream media painted the narrative. TikTok Gaza lawyer, they painted that narrative, and they got into people's
It's
heads.
so true.
But
Look what my reflection was.
there you go.
Yeah, that's
so.
nice
If you actually look at policies, they don't mention Gaza.
Yeah.
They don't mention Gaza. Is weapons embargo and all of that stuff. Stop selling weapons to Israel. Stop sending aid to Ukraine in billions every year. What you have to do that for? You know.
Yeah. So with your rising social media profile, and obviously now political profile and business profile and legal profile, you obviously get a lot of fans. You've got a lot of followers. How many followers have you got now? Because last time I read it was 300,000.
Alhamdulillah, collectively it's gone over 1 million.
Wow.
I know,
Okay. So my data's a bit out of date.
On the platforms.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with my social media, I'm heavily shadow banned right now. So I don't really get a lot of views and clicks anymore. But it's gone beyond that now because everyone knows me now anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I could have grown a lot more if they hadn't shadow banned me. One of my accounts got taken down as well. My Instagram got banned last year as well. So I think if they hadn't shadow banned me and banned my accounts, then my account would have grown quite a lot more.
Even more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with obviously you get your fans off the back of that, and people know you, as you say. How do you deal with the haters?
I like the haters.
Do you?
Yeah, the haters are motivation. The haters are fuel to the fire, and they make me grow. See, I could easily turn comments off, can't I?
Yeah.
It takes us a matter of a click in it, but I don't do it. Why? Because when I read those comments, it motivates me to carry on, because I know the people who want me to fail don't like what I'm doing. So I have to carry on. I don't want them to be happy. So I like the haters, the motivators. If you had no haters, then you're not doing something right. That's what I say. And for people to talk behind your back, they are behind you, that's why.
Yeah.
If they were doing better than you, they wouldn't be talking behind your back.
That's good. It's a good ethos to have, I suppose.
Yeah.
Keeps it, because a lot of people get affected by negative comments. They get, demotivated by it. They get a little bit upset by it. Okay. It's a good way of looking at it.
Now that I've said that, they probably stop.
That's it. You have to find your motivation elsewhere then.
It's reverse psychology, that was.
Yeah. So there was obviously this weekend. You obviously had quite a lot of press and PR around the obviously on your election campaign. There was that video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you had to obviously. Was that a big mistake? Do you kind of regret that?
I regret posting the video before obviously getting it thoroughly checked. I mean, in the end, I got examined by an expert, and you couldn't make out what was being said. So I regret posting it without doing thorough checks. But at the same time, I have apologized, and I'm man enough to say, own up to my mistakes. I don't hide behind my mistakes, Everyone makes mistakes, so yeah, that was a mistake and I shouldn't have done it, but we've moved on now. I did what I had to do, and Cheryl Bennett, God bless her, she's pregnant right now. I hope she has a good family life ahead of her. My intention was never to harm her or hurt her. I was anti-Labour, and my focus was on the Labour Party. And yes, she was affected by it because she became collateral damage in a way. So I did feel sorry for her, and I have apologised, and I did offer to meet her so I can have a chat with her. She didn't want to, and I understand, because she must be disgruntled. So again, I've got nothing against her, and like I said, I've made a mistake and I apologise, so we move on. Yeah. No man should be held in prison of the past. No woman should be held in prison of the past.
Yeah, fair enough. What do you say to Jess Phillips's comment about that, just dredging up the past, now saying you're not fit for public office? Do you think that's taking it a bit far, or?
Of course. Of course it is not fit for public office just needs to understand one thing. She's never been challenged politically, nor have any of the other Labour MPs in Birmingham. This is the first time in our election that they got challenged politically. And what she said as well, I read the comments, I read everything. What she said, that this is a threat to democracy. No, the threat to democracy are people like Keir Starmer and people who sack MPs if they don't vote in a way where you want them to, you want them to. For example, there was a vote recently about scrapping the two-child benefit scheme. Some MPs voted against it, but the leadership wanted them to vote for it or something like that. They got sacked.
Wow.
That's a threat to democracy. Somebody contesting an election with their own finances, properly trying to do it the democratic way, that's not a threat to democracy. You have people calling the Palestine protests hate marches and all of that. So one of those people who attends those hate marches thought to himself, okay, you call these hate marches, I'm going to do it like you guys then, do it properly, get into politics. And then I get called all sorts. They say I do division politics. No, I am doing politics the way it should be done. People should be allowed to contest elections, and every single member of parliament should not be safe in their seats, should not sit so high that they can look down on someone. All these politicians, I'm talking about the Birmingham ones now, most of these politicians were in safe seats, so they were looking down on people, their constituents. They were thinking, it doesn't matter if I upset him, it doesn't matter if I upset her. My majority is so big, I'm never going to lose. They can't think like that anymore. Another thing that I would like to say to Jess is that recently, Ivo Kaplan, who was the ex-defense minister, got caught meeting a 15-year-old boy, grooming him for sex. I haven't heard any comments from Jess or any of the Labour MPs about that bloke. You don't know what the Labour MPs, the current ones, might be up to. We know some of the certainly him, what he's up to, but we don't know what the current ones, what side quests they're on. We don't know. We don't know. So for her to point fingers at me, 3 fingers are pointing at herself. So when you point a finger at someone, 3 fingers are pointing at yourself. So the Labour Party need to check themselves, and they are in no position to say who's fit for public office. No chance, no chance. They can't say it. They can't say it.
Excellent. With what's happened there, do you think that's had a bearing on what's just happened to you this weekend? You've just come back from Calais, you've just come back from France, and you were detained for how long?
6 hours. Just
6 hours. With nothing, you weren't doing anything wrong.
I wasn't doing anything wrong.
Your car was all legitimate. You were obviously checked. They checked you at Border Force. So the car's clean. You're a known, high profile lawyer.
Exactly. So it's not like under Schedule 7, they can detain anyone if they feel that, it's for national security.
Yeah.
But again, like what you just said, they know who I am. I'm born here, bred here, I live here. And what threat would I be to national security? And it's not about the situation with the teacher and the video. No, I believe that this is political persecution, this is. And when I was stopped originally and they mentioned my name first, before anyone else in the car, I had suspicions, and I said to my passengers that I think this is what I think it is, as in I think this is political, this is not a normal stop, because if the police stop you, the Border Force stop you for misuse of drugs act, for example, and they search your car and they don't find anything of significance, they let you go. They don't turn around and say, the police now wish to speak to you. They don't do that, and that has never happened. I've never experienced anything like, well, myself anyway, but I mean, clients or whoever I've been around, I've never heard of anyone experiencing that. After Section 5 is done, it's done. You're on your way, you're gone home. Or you get arrested if things
One
are
or the
found.
other, yeah.
There's no second search, ever. So when TAC turned up, TAC are the counter-terrorism team. When they turned up, my suspicions were confirmed. And I said to the boys in the car, I said, I told you guys. And yes. And when TAC started questioning me, their first line of questioning was about politics, what my political aspirations are, what I intend to do in the future for politics,
Really?
why I stood for election, what are my views on Gaza. They found a Palestine flag in the car as well, and they had a big issue with that. They didn't say it, but I could see it in their faces.
Yeah.
They kept asking me. It's like they wanted me to say something bad about Israel and say some good stuff about Hamas. It's like they wanted that. And I was like, you've got the wrong end of the stick here. I'm a lawyer and I'm a politician. I'm not a terrorist. They was making me feel like a terrorist. It was a traumatizing experience. I'm not going to sit here and lie. It was bad. That was the Sunday night. And then Monday, when I got home, I couldn't really sleep that night as well. And I'm glad I didn't take none of my family members with me, because my 14-year-old boy actually said, can I come with you? And I said, no, you have to train on the weekend. He's got a fight coming up as a boxer. So you have to train on the weekend. And I was thinking, imagine he was with me. I would be embarrassed. Then they take my electronic devices off me, my phone, my laptop, and they say to me, of course, I had to provide the PIN. They say to me, give me a PIN. I had to provide the PIN. Let me tell you why. I'm a strong advocate for not giving the police the PIN to your electronic devices, your mobile or your laptop, because of privacy, not anything else, privacy, yeah? And with me, my phone is subject to legal professional privilege because I've got client documentation on there, and my laptop is. But in this instance, I had two choices. Either give the PIN or get arrested after the 6-hour detention is over, and then I could be in custody for up to 14 hours, 14 days.
14 days.
14 days,
Yeah.
without charge. So I had to make that decision, and I made the decision to give the PIN and to go home. I was threatened with that. I was threatened with arrest, that as soon as this detention ends, you will be arrested, and then we can take you to Kent, somewhere in Kent, and your 14 days will start from then. So I had a choice, and I thought to myself, it's unfair, not on me, it's unfair on my family if I was to do that, because they would have to go through a lot. And secondly, I thought to myself, I've got nothing to hide, and I don't want to be seen as someone who's interrupting legal proceedings, even though no proceedings are started, investigation or legal examination. I don't want to be someone seen as someone to do that, because that'll be all over the newspapers again. Mr. Yakoob didn't get the police's PIN, he must be doing something criminal or whatnot. They gave my phone back today, by the way.
You got it back today?
On the way here, my wife texted me saying,
phone's been dispatched.
Your phone's
Yeah. Did they take a laptop as well, or just your phone?
They've still got the laptop.
Really?
So I don't know why they haven't given both of them back at the same time, but I assume they've got into my phone and downloaded it and given back, and they haven't yet got into the laptop. So not like that. Not like I'm going to use that device again. Most likely that will be subject to a listening device of some sort. So it's not like I would want to use that phone again. Even now, when my phone rings and I have a conversation with people, the other side, my son said it this morning, that I could hear crackling, I could hear beeping in the background and stuff like that. But they are barking up the wrong tree. They're barking up the wrong tree.
Was it a car registered in your name?
Yes.
So it's your vehicle. Were you driving or were you a passenger?
No, I was a passenger.
You're a passenger?
I'm always passenger.
But they highlighted yourself?
The first person that asked was me.
Yeah.
Ahmed Yakoob. They thought I was the driver. They said, are you Ahmed Yakoob? The driver said, no, he's Ahmed Yakoob. Can you come out, step out of the vehicle, Mr. Yakoob? Then I knew, it's me. This is for me. It's not
And how many passengers were in it? Was
There's
it a full
four of
car?
us.
Four in the car total. So did they get detained as well? So it's full.
At first, I was the only one detained.
Yeah.
When I wasn't being so cooperative, they detained the others. They threatened one of my passengers that he would go missing if he didn't cooperate.
Wow.
So it was a traumatizing experience for them as well.
And because at this point you're still in France, technically, aren't you? Still across the pond. Yeah.
My colleague or associate who was with me actually said that he goes, I thought to myself, when I went in the UK, imagine the officer is right and we do disappear, what's going to happen? Again, unfair on the families. So everyone thought, collectively, let's give them what they want and let's go home.
Because like you said, you've got nothing to hide.
Exactly. And then I authorised my colleagues and my associates, I said, give them everything and let's go. And that was the condition, is either give them that or stay in custody.
Wow. 14 days as well.
It would have been 14 days because they can hold you. The Schedule 7 itself is for 6 hours. After that expires, then they can arrest you, can't they? And they can arrest you.
Yeah.
Once they arrest you under pace for terrorism, then they can hold you without charge for 14 days. You have to make that decision. That's why I'm here today. Otherwise I'd be in Kent somewhere.
Yeah. I'm glad you're not, obviously. For you, your family, your clients, everyone, and us. So no, it's fantastic. I'm glad it didn't go on, and obviously you've managed to get yourself. Is that over now, do you think? Is that?
Yeah, of course it's over. I mean, they're not going to find anything on their phones anyway. I mean, but I don't think it's over in terms of them targeting me. No, it's just a start.
Bloody hell. Are you going to be complaining about that? Are you going to be?
Yes, I'm going to be complaining, but I come from a legal background, as you know, and I know that the complaint will only get so far.
So outside of law, outside of politics, is there any other businesses that you're involved in at the moment?
No, not really. I invest in property here and there. That's about it, really. And my family are into business quite a lot. I'm trying to do a few investments out of the country, so I have something abroad in case I ever want to go abroad and live there.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, it's just law and politics for me.
Yeah, because you spend quite a bit of time at your family place in Pakistan, don't you?
Yeah, I do quite a lot. My mum and dad are there, so my parents are in
brilliant.
Pakistan.
So you go and visit them?
Yeah, I'll visit them.
Yeah.
I'll visit them regularly every couple of months. So
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's lovely.
Lot.
So, have you got a gym? Is that in the family? Is it something that you've got a gym? Yeah, I think I saw it somewhere. Yeah.
Yes, we've got boxing gym, pound for pound boxing academy.
Excellent. And I heard you say, because obviously your son.
My son's a boxer.
Yeah.
So he trains there, and I'm into my fitness.
Yeah.
I try my best.
That was going to be a question for you. So obviously, if people have followed you over the years, hope you don't mind me saying, but you were not in such good shape before.
No, I wasn't in good shape at all, man. When I look at my videos, and you don't have to be,
Don't be sensitive around it.
When I see my old videos, I feel like vomiting sometimes. I feel disgusted with myself. I'm thinking, how could I even look like that? And it's not just looking like that, it's looking like that and thinking that you're looking good. That's the worst, when you're lying to yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, that's it.
So now, it's when you're in shape, it just shows that, you got discipline, man.
Yeah, that's it.
And you got self-respect.
Because if you've got you're really into your fitness.
Yeah.
And do you think that helps with everything, like with work, with life?
Everything.
Yeah.
Look, once if you're into your fitness and you take care of your body, it will automatically give you that discipline in life as well. If you can go to the gym every day to look after yourself, I'm sure you can look after your business. And if you can, you have that routine, don't you?
Yeah.
And it's good to have that routine inside your life.
Yeah.
And it all stems from namaz, by the way. Routine and determination and all of that stuff. Getting up early morning, namaz in it, and then once you're up, you've fed your soul. Now go look after your body and feed your body. Go train, look after your health.
So would you say your timetable now revolves around namaz?
Namaz,
Yeah.
Namaz.
No, mashallah, it's fantastic. It's a good inspiration because to see your kind of fitness over the years, you know, from the early videos to today. It's an inspiration for a lot of people, and it's a good example.
I mean, that's good. That was not even intended to do that. It just happened gradually over the years.
Yeah.
Just got a bit. You know, when you're comfortable in life, you let yourself go, don't you? You have to remain uncomfortable. Now I know the real meaning of being uncomfortable is just that you just, once you get to a certain level, you increase the benchmark. So it doesn't feel like you've achieved that much, but you keep increasing the benchmark, and you just keep getting better and better and better.
So I was going to say, so with you just said then that you don't feel like you're achieving, whereas people look at you and
that's what I'm saying, isn't it? It's just that dedication, just to do something every single day, and then you'll see results. There's no way that God is not going to let you see results if you're working towards something every single day. You know, alhamdulillah, God will make it happen for you. The world itself makes way for people who know where they're going. If you've got a mindset that you know where you're going, you got tunnel vision, there's no way God's going to say no to you. If it's right for you, God will give it to you. Simple. Simple, just have to have that vision and tunnel vision.
So that drive inside of you, would you say it stems from your religious
religion,
beliefs?
you know.
So primarily.
Definitely.
Because would you say there's anyone in your family behind you pushing you? Are you like
family-wise? No.
Kids, wife, anyone?
No, it's just that you don't want to let people down, innit? And you have to keep going. If you are the safety net of your family, then you've got no choice but to keep going. You can't afford to be lazy. You can't afford to be laid back, because if you don't perform, then your family are going to suffer. So if you're the safety net of your family, you have to carry on going.
Because you say before, when you were eating well, eating a lot, you said you were in your comfort zone.
Yeah.
So you were comfortable then.
You get comfortable. I was comfortable in terms of I'm okay. I've got a bit of success and I'm alright. But then I did realize, no, God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given me a lot more talent and abilities, and I have to fulfill that to the best of my abilities. Otherwise, I'm going to be letting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala down. That's guna, that's a sin. So then you wake up, don't you?
Wow.
You wake up.
And that set you on your trajectory.
Set me in the last 4 or 5 years, bro. I've just been on it. I've been praying all my life, but you know when you just wake up.
Yeah.
I woke up properly last 5, 6 years, I think.
Did something cause that? Was there a trigger moment, or was it COVID, or what was it?
I don't know, you know. Since I had my business, which is 6, 7 years ago, I think it's the business and the will to just make your parents proud, make your family proud. That's it.
Would you say there's like quite a lot, because obviously you've got a lot of siblings, mashallah. So would you say is there a lot of rivalry in the siblings, or are you more supportive?
No, we're all supportive, you know.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, I've got a very close-knit family. I'm very close to all my brothers, all my sisters, and they helped me a lot along the way as well, my brothers and sisters. Yeah. And I remember at times I used to go to my sisters and ask them for £20 to put fuel in my car, which is not that long ago if you think about it, about 11, 12 years ago. So, alhamdulillah, and I haven't forgotten anyone who's helped me on the come up. No one. I haven't forgotten no one. Alhamdulillah, especially my family. You can't forget your family. How's
your family found your kind of social media fame and now politics and everything else?
Good. My wife, of course, she wasn't that happy in terms of with the politics I'm talking about, not with the fame.
Not with the labels,
Politics, because it's time consuming.
Yeah.
And during the campaign, obviously, I wasn't looking after my health as much. I ended up losing too much weight, and I got unwell. And she was just saying, "Look after yourself. It's not look after yourself first, and then worry about others." But she doesn't know how campaigning works. You can't look after yourself. You gotta keep going. But yeah, they're okay. Alhamdulillah, they're good. Kids, when they go out and when they mention we are so and so's son, they get looked after, so they like it. And they like it. So yeah.
So your family obviously got their place, and they're very important. Would you say through your career, because obviously you took over for Maurice, you took over the firm, who's been your kind of mentor, role model, person you aspire to look up to?
My dad.
Yeah, thought you were going to say that.
Has to be my dad, and my wife, in terms of support, she's supporting me,
Yeah.
you know, to the fullest, even to the extent of selling some of the jewellery
Wow.
and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
my wife's been with me, you know, she's seen the hard times as well.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not like I couldn't go to my father and say, give me 50 grand, give me £100,000, and I want to set my business, but it's something that doesn't allow you to do that. I've never been that sort of person, ask for handouts. And I'm trying to instill that into my boys as well, that you have to achieve something yourself. It's not about what I've done, no?
Yeah.
And I read this book, it's called 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. And it mentions you should never try to fill a great man's shoes. I'm not saying I'm great, I'm saying my father's great. I'm not trying to fill his shoes, but I'm trying to try to be half of the man that he was, because they were built differently. They came with nothing, and then they made sure that they are good and their families are good, but even the extended families are good back in Kashmir, back in Pakistan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my dad is my inspiration.
Brilliant. And then with your kids now, you mentioned it, you've kind of touched upon the topics. Are you, career-wise, obviously your son is good on the boxing, but what are you pushing towards or advising?
Well, I would want one of my kids at least to be a lawyer and carry on the legacy. I would want that, to be fair.
How many kids do you have, by the way?
I got 4 boys.
4 boys. Wow, 4 boys.
Atiq, God bless him, is my eldest. Amir, Arbaz and Ali.
Mashallah.
So yeah, I would want one of them to be a lawyer, but they've got their own path, you know. They've got their own destiny. God's written a path for them. They just have to focus and they'll get there.
Which one's the boxer?
Amir.
Ahmed. Second one then. Yeah, second one. What level is he at? Is he getting into
Amateur boxer, he's
amateur?
14,
Wow.
so
yeah.
he's got his championships coming up. God bless him, inshallah. Do dua for him, that he gets
inshallah.
through them, inshallah.
Yeah, fantastic. So you're kind of letting them decide on their own path, and
Yeah, decide their own path. I would never force my kids into doing anything.
yeah. But
And I will support them as well. If they want to do something, I will wholeheartedly support them.
Brilliant. We've got 3 sons, and we thought we had it hard. So it's our 4.
Plus one.
Yeah, plus one.
Plus one.
Yeah, awesome. Brilliant. So your wife she's quite busy.
She's very
With
busy,
the boys,
man.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
very busy.
No, fantastic. So going on to cars, what's your favourite car right now that you just sold?
My favourite car, sports car, is a 911 Turbo S.
Yeah.
I love those cars. I sold it, the value was dropping, but I want the new one, don't I? So the new one's going to come out in March. Funny story with that one. I was paying insurance for that car for 2 months after I've sold it.
Really?
Bad, innit? Because I forgot to cancel it.
God.
They phoned me a couple of weeks ago and they said, we're phoning for your renewal for your vehicle. I go, which vehicle? They said 911 Turbo. I said, so I sold that. I thought to myself, wow.
Oh, no.
But anyway,
Yeah.
it happens.
That's it. Swings and roundabouts.
And my favourite ultimate car is a Mercedes S-Class.
Really?
Yeah.
Just for pure comfort, pure
comfort.
all-rounder.
It's just too good.
Yeah.
The drive on is too good. And you can't feel a journey. I just travelled to Europe and it's like I'm travelling first class on a plane.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
You're a man after my own heart. I like big cars as well, so...
I know you do.
luxury, yeah.
That 7 Series is beautiful.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Cars are nice. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's to have a toys in it.
Yeah. Is there any car that you're aspiring to get, apart from 911 Turbo S, that you...
That's it.
Anything
You know.
else?
Just
Really?
that really.
Yeah? You're happy with...
My
those
son
cars?
wants me to
Obviously
buy a
they're the best cars in
Bugatti.
the world, but... Bugatti?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I ever will. I don't know. Let's see what God holds.
Yeah,
In the
that's
future,
it.
what plans.
So no electric cars coming up?
I had a Taycan. I still got a Taycan.
really?
I got
You still got
Taycan
it,
Turbo
yeah?
S. It's very fast.
Yeah.
But I'm never going to buy one again.
Really?
Never going to buy an electric car again.
How come?
Yesterday, I was coming back from Stoke. The mileage got low. I had to pull up, wait there for 30 minutes. And then it's too much for me. For a busy guy, the electric car is not the one. Because I could get a phone call now that I've travelled to London, I've travelled to Bradford. You have to organise your trips. too much. I'm not that organised, you see. I can organise, yeah, there's going to be a service station there. I'm going to go charge my car, I'm going to move on. Okay, it's too much for me, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Too much for a busy guy. Electric cars are not for busy people.
Yeah. Don't fit your lifestyle then.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, not yet.
No,
not until they can charge in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
off you go, same as a fueler.
They'll do it.
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Eventually it'll happen.
Excellent. So again, thanks very much for coming today. And
Thank you very much for having me.
Being so open and sharing as well. It's been like, inspirational, and I hope the viewers get a lot out of this.
Inshallah, man.
And no, thank you very much.
Jazakallah for having
We have
me.
to, one last thing, we need a phrase from you that ends with one of your catchphrases.
Yes. I'll say a few things if it's okay.
Yeah.
For the youth, don't focus on impressing people, don't focus on impressing human beings, because every single human being around you and every single human being to come after you will die one day. The people, if you want to impress any person, that should be your mom and dad. The two people that you should focus on impressing all the time is your mom and dad, because their prayers will get you through any difficulties. Trust me, it's been tried and tested. And when you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for something, there's only a couple of options that are available. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never say no to you. He will only say no to you and not give you something that you ask for is because it won't be good for you. The other option will be Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, no, I don't want to give you that yet, because now is not the right time, I'll give you later. The other option is, no, I can't give you that because I've got something better planned for you. So always pray your 5 times namaz, and if you want something, bow down to the Lord and ask for it with a proper clean intention. Have tawakkul in your heart. We are quick to say we believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but how much of us actually have that tawakkul that it doesn't matter what happens, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will get me out of this situation. Once you have that mindset, you will be unstoppable. Always remember that.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, my bro. Thank you, my bro. If you like this kind of content and enjoyed the podcast, please like, comment, and subscribe. And also share to your friends. Remember that.
Hi, thanks for watching our episode today. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. If you do like content like this, do watch our other episodes, and do remember to like, subscribe, and share our channel. And hope to see you on there soon.